What is up, everybody? My name is Adam. Some of you know me as Head MQ18 and the voice for gaming. Hopefully, you're having a fantastic day or night. To connect you guys with easily my best Fortnite solo game in general. I think the highest I had gotten previously was 16 kills. This is a 19 kill victory royale. My first win in Star Wars ranked because I literally I hopped on today when I was playing rocket racing for the weekly challenges, and I just decided to do ranked. So I was unranked in that, and I won first place 10 games in a row. So it's just been an insane night for me. This is my first game of Battle Royale, and I literally, like I was saying, I started off today with rocket racing, which I don't really do that much, but I just figured, you know what, weekly challenges, earn the levels and stuff. I won 10 matches in a row of rocket racing. So, that's really insane. Regardless of, I literally started as like a bronze 2 after that first win. But yeah, so that was really huge. And essentially, by the time I hopped into Battle Royale for this first game, I'm like 18 out of 25 for the rank rewards. Because the 25th rank reward is the Death Star pickaxe. I just figured, I might as well get some of the wheels and the trails and stuff. I didn't expect rocket racing to go that well for me, and I didn't expect this to go as well for me. I mean, literally 2 minutes in, and I've got 3 kills. So just lasering people, because it's been really tough for me this season, and sometimes just hopping into it in Halo Infinite, and I take that seriously in a competitive way. You can practice getting spots, unless I guess you play creative and stuff. If you're that serious about Fortnite, it's really just jumping into it, and sometimes it's a skill issue, not landing your shots properly and stuff like that. I'm a pretty decent player, but I'm not insane. The biggest thing with Fortnite that you can have on other people is builds and edits, and I'm decent with builds and stuff, especially when I'm being intentional about what I'm making, but it's pretty average. Anyways, so this was a really amazing game. I love this season. My brother was telling me about it, and I didn't know how to feel about blaster rifles, all the guns being blaster rifles. It's a completely different dynamic because you don't have to worry about ammo. It's just balancing the overheating. But the sniper, oh my god, I love the sniper. It is so great. Now, unfortunately, because replay mode is so limited, you can't see what I have in my inventory. But I think at this point I already have the legendary normal blaster rifle. Oh, there it is right there. Yeah, but the sniper did all the heavy lifting. Honestly, the sniper it gives you that max visibility, because I'm kind of a 3-weapon person and 2 consumables, or sometimes even 2 guns and 3 consumables. I'm very big on that. So if I can have 3 large shield pots, I'm not gonna have smalls in inventory, but I'm always gonna have some type of shield and some type of medkit. But essentially, yeah, I was just hunting. I was just, when I'd see footsteps, which once again you can't see in the replay, I just go after them. When you're on it and you're confident with your shots and your gameplay and stuff like that, you're going to be aggressive. Actually, the next game I played, I landed here as well, Mass Meadows, and I had 6 kills, and I pulled up on a really, really sweaty guy, and he, I pushed him, and he was built into his builds, and he edited really quickly, and he got me with his shotgun. I almost had him, but it was one of those things where I knew, I could have not done that, but I just figured, oh, maybe I'll get him, and I was confident in that, and I didn't, because he was a sweat with skilled builds and edits. So, and sometimes when you're pushing someone, you're pushing into their territory, into their builds. You're at a disadvantage if they have the skill of edits and stuff. But essentially, this would have been a 20 kill game. I did miss. One guy I was firing on. I didn't land the shots right, and he just got cleaned up. But the reason why the kills were so high on this is because I'd see shooting in the distance. I'd run that way. I'd see 2 people fighting, and I'd pick them off and then just rack up the kills. But I've never gotten 17, 18, or 19. I've gotten 16 before. I've gotten 15 before, but I've never done 19. So this is my best Fortnite game solos for my whatever career. I don't know what other word to use. But it's also really awesome and special too because the Star Wars season, everything being blaster rifles. That's a brand new concept. I guarantee for future, see it's different too though, because like the Star Wars theme for May the 4th and stuff, normally that's around for a week, right? But this is an actual battle pass that's lasting for a month. But there's no way they're not going to do this again. Like the amount of new people playing the game because of this season. So you also have to understand, I'm a Star Trek guy and a Star Wars guy. So I'm a Trekkie first and foremost, but I love Star Wars a lot. Like I can't say just as much as Star Trek, but I do love Star Wars. I'm actually currently re-binging Star Wars Rebels, which is just the best. Oh my gosh, like I genuinely believe I love it more than the Clone Wars. It's just the best animated series in my opinion, because with the Clone Wars you've got the clones and you've got the droids, and with the Rebels it's the Imperial rule and tyranny and trying to help out people and make the galaxy a better place. It's so great. And seeing the early versions of the Star Destroyers and the ATDPs and stuff, it's just, I love it. I absolutely love it. But yeah, I mean, when it comes to like Star Trek and Star Wars, like the stuff I have in my room is all Star Trek. I've got like a Lego Imperial Star Destroyer. I've got the Lego ATSD. Actually, one of my best Star Wars, I guess, Lego things is my Ultimate Collector Series ATST. I got that in complete set, like new. It just didn't have the box or the instructions or anything, but I got that at a great deal because like a new sealed Ultimate Collector Series ATSD from like 2005 or something is like $1,000. Like it's insane. But so I'm so glad to have that. I dreamed of having that set like back in the Lego magazines. Anyway, I'm talking about it because it's like Star Wars stuff. So I really love Star Wars, and like I said, Rebels. I could spend like the whole day just binging. Like I'm gonna crush that show so fast because I just finished re-binging the CW Arrowverse, The Flash. And that is so special to me. All the Arrowverse shows, Arrow, The Flash, Supergirl, DC Legends of Tomorrow, just phenomenal. And I never fully binged The Flash. I got maybe 5-6 seasons in. So yeah. Anyway, hopefully you guys are enjoying the gameplay. I'm trying to keep the commentary engaging and fresh and stuff. And if this is on YouTube, thanks to anybody watching. I haven't done anything on my YouTube channel in like literally almost 2 years now, and I just like I like when I stream Fortnite replays and stuff, I don't really do anything with them. Like, so I might stream this, and if I don't upload it to YouTube, if I don't actually take those steps, then no new content, because I spend pretty much all my free time in Space Engineers doing my professional Star Trek ship recreations. But I also don't really share that on YouTube anyways. I mean, the whole thing with YouTube was, solo, do everything solo, do the editing, do the production, thumbnails, all that. And it would take like, sometimes I'd record like a 2-minute voiceover and it would take the whole day. I'd record the lines and then have to go through and edit everything and like piece all the best voice lines together. Then I'd, have to wait for it to upload, and I have to make the thumbnail and stuff. So, hopefully this is on YouTube, and hopefully I can start uploading stuff, even if that's just me sharing my incredible Star Trek recreations and Space Engineers, because that's pretty much where all my free time goes. But yeah, so I do love Star Wars, and yeah, this season is amazing. I haven't had, like I said, the best season in normal Battle Royale, but this just amazing. And it's frustrating too when you go to play and it's like, getting a couple kills shouldn't be that hard. So when you're like, 0, 1, 2, 3, it doesn't feel that great. So this is just exceptional, so yeah. So thanks to anybody who watches this. Once again, the replay mode, it's not going to be nowhere near as great as the actual gameplay would have been, but I'm on Xbox. On PlayStation, you can record the whole last hour, which is just amazing. I can record the last minute in 1080p. So, I'm thankful for streaming, and I'm thankful for the replay mode, as kind of scuffed as it is, which I keep saying that, but it's true. Because it allows me to look back at this amazing game and to share it with other people as well. Yeah, so another thing I was going to say, so the 16 kill game, I'm pretty sure I've gotten that in solos before. I know I've gotten 15 and under that. But it's also like the wins. Like, oh, you could get this many kills, but did you win the game? Like, I remember like a really early on, it's like I once got a 13 kill game, and like really early on, I think it was even before Chapter 2 Battle Royale. And I uploaded it because it's like, oh, the highest kills, but I didn't win the game. So it's like, it's bringing it home too. And honestly, this game, it gets my heart racing. Like, it's in the moment, you know, you're up against that last guy, or just the build fights in general. See, I was scoped in there, so I don't know why it showed me hip firing, because that was not the actual gameplay. But yeah, this game, it's like, you know, the pressure and stuff, like it just in the moment. That's the thing with a game like this. It's what you do in the moment that matters. I can, oh, you know, after it's happened, I can reflect and be like, you know, I should have done this and that, but that doesn't matter. What you do in the moment, that's what makes a player good at something or not. See, sometimes my shot's a little, you know, it's when you're firing at max speed. And once again, I wasn't hip firing there. I was scoped in, so I don't know why the replay is being like that. But it's a small thing. I can't help that. I mean, I know I have older replays which have the red outline for players, and I really hate that, because then you can like see them through floors and stuff when you're in a multi-story building, and it really sucks. It like really ruins what little immersion replay offers. So at least I don't have to deal with that. But yeah, it's really cool to record this season. You know, it's so amazing to see the Death Star up in the sky, and see the beautiful Imperial Star Destroyers. Yeah, so I just switched out the legendary normal rifle for the purple, which you can actually scope and hip fire with. It's really, you know, that's the one to go with. And I also know for the scatter blaster, which is the shotgun, um, the BRC1 or whatever, that one, versus the APC scatter blaster, that's the one that goes pum 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 instead of pum pum. So yeah, you know, it's good to know the weapons. Like, I've rarely ever used the SMG, the CR 32 blaster or something. Like, that thing can be pretty fun, but it's just, its shots are all over the place, and it's just kind of like, so unless you're using it up really close, like, it's best to use weapons that you know are gonna win the fight, because like I literally, this game and the other games I played after this, I chose not to pick up a lightsaber, even though that would make running faster and have the double jump, and I'd have like, because like a lot of times when you're doing a lightsaber attack against someone, you're going to throw it, and sometimes you use the lightsaber just because you want to, and it's, you know, it's so limited time, and just to have that experience. But it can be really risky up close when you're doing that. So I lasered that guy so fast, he didn't even know. Just dead. This is amazing. I was really happy with this game, because it's just like, you know, just counting out the kills, and it's like, oh, there's another one, there's another one. It just feels really great, because actually the last game I played before this, I wanted so there's get a victory royale, there's survive 5 storm circles, there's kill 3 players, so that's very doable per game. Place top 10, do that twice in a match. See, I didn't get this guy. I probably did later on in the game, most likely. But the shots it was landing, once again, I'm scoped in there. So I hit him twice in the bush. It's crazy. I love the sniper. If I find it, I'm gonna have it every single game. I actually have clips this earlier this season where I got headshot kills over 220 meters. I got 2 different clips from different games. Just the sniper is just the GOAT for me, honestly. Like I said, I'd rather have that range and that visibility, because with the normal rifle, you're just hip firing, and you don't get a lot of range as far as how far you can view, and that's what makes the more, essentially the other rifle with the scope that you can hip fire and actually zoom in, this one here, it's like the replacement for the hollow twister that we've had for the last couple of seasons, which honestly the hollow twister is just amazing rifle. The fire rate, the fact that you can go between hip firing and scoped, it's just the go-to, I think, for most people. But Yeah. So yeah, the sniper just I love it. It's so simple. Yeah, it's just been a great season. I've had some gameplay with the X-wings and the Tie fighters. Had a lot of fun with those. Definitely, you can get shot out of the skies so quick because for me, like the issue when I'm flying those is I don't like it can be hard to see people on the ground. So it's almost like when they're shooting you, it's like okay, I got to turn and see where that guy is because you also it's just so easy to get shot out of the sky. Like it's so easy for your health to just go from full to nothing. Like, but then again, that's a balancing aspect. Um, I've flown the Tie Fighter more than the X-wing. In the X-wing, you've got the wah, 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 which that was a terrible sound effect, but the four guns firing at once, where the Tie Fighter has two. But I'm pretty sure the health expires a lot faster on the X-wing because of the fire rate. Like they have the same health bar, but that thing just evaporates under a little weapons fire. So it's definitely interesting. By the way, I love this Black Widow skin. This is the OG Black Widow skin, and the only other one is the Black Widow skin from the movie where she's wearing the Arctic outfit. So I call her White Widow, or that version of the skin or outfit. But yeah, this is the OG one. For the longest time, I wanted this so bad. It was actually in the item store like a couple weeks ago, and even had the original pickaxe and emote, which I didn't have the emote. I didn't buy the pickaxe because I use her two batons that came with the White Widow skin. So yeah, but that's the thing. I've had Fortnite crew for as long as it's been around, and I don't really get stuff from the item shop. So this was really important. I stayed up here the whole time, and this just whenever I'd see shooting and stuff, I just get them from above. And no one actually, I don't think anyone ever fired a shot back. This was a really huge thing because I knew that guy with the lightsaber was decent and like he was going to be a threat. So I was really glad to knock him off because I knew we're getting down to the nitty gritty. Yeah, I just stayed up here the whole time. Me going up here and it being like it gave me the high ground. And with the sniper and this, I just had the visibility to look down on people. It was just a matter of locating them. Like I've got 4K Xbox Series X 50-inch TV, but sometimes it's so hard to see people from such a distance. And that's what I was saying with the X-wing and the TIE fighter is sometimes flying those if you can't see who to attack or anything, it could be a waste, right? You could be flying, just get shot from afar, and then you're out, and you know what I mean. So yeah, it's so cool, right? Like everything's so fresh. We never had a flyable X-wing and a TIE fighter, and the blaster rifle we only ever had. We probably had the normal rifle, but and the blaster E16 or whatever, that sort of handheld pistol sort of rifle combination, like that's really reliable. But like so much of this is all just new that we haven't had before, and it's just amazing. It's the fact that it's exclusive. That's another reason why. See, that's what I was saying. That would have, if I got that guy, if I just landed one more shot, that would have been 20 kills, 20 kill game. Yeah. So hopefully the commentary has been good. I'm pretty pleased. The game plays honestly, it's gone by pretty fast, yeah, I think we've had some interesting discussions. Yeah, but definitely me being up here, this was, a lot of times when you're looking back at a game and what you did in that game and how it led to the results that occurred and how you ended up winning, it's the choices you make. It's what weapon was I using? What did I drop for this? And what did I do that gave me the advantage over this? So when those guys killed each other, I swear that guy is right there behind that build. But being on the edge of this, it kicks you up into the air. So I kind of lost tabs on him because I was trying to peer over, and it was just trying to kick me up. Now, this is an area you can't camp this area if the Shogun guy, if he's aware of you. So if anyone shoots him once, then he'll be trying to kill me the whole time up here. So he was never aware of my presence, and no one had attacked him. So he was passive, and I was able to just stay up here, which once again was a huge aspect of bringing this game home. I'm so glad that this guy kind of decided what he did, and I was kind of concerned. But in a moment, we're gonna see a bunch of fresh builds, and then it's like, okay, he's there. So now I know where he is, and that's important because I was worried once I lost sight on him that it's like, oh well, it could go to like a heal off, right, where it's just the tiniest circle, highest damage, and whoever has the most health survives, right? But because he did that, it's like, okay, now I know where he is. And that was really important because it's just me and him, and I've got 18 kills on the board, and I want this. I want this dub. I've worked really hard, had an amazing game. Just the gameplay, just the lasers, just such a great time. So it was amazing to bring this home. That was actually a misfire. I didn't even mean to fire that, but I committed to it. And but I was concerned once I saw the building. I was thinking, you know, maybe this guy's a sweat. Maybe he's really good. But then, I looked again and I see his feet. It's like, there's no way. And I just body shot him. So he kind of, he threw that away. And I brought it home. So thanks to anybody who watched. I really appreciate it. Whether it's on YouTube, Twitch, means a lot. If you're new to the Flying Flag 1080p gaming voice acting, it's always a great time here at Voice for Gaming. Still a lot of stuff on my YouTube channel, even if I don't upload new stuff. My Twitch, I'm always doing streams, Space Engineers, mostly. But so if you like Star Trek, maybe even Star Wars, I do have Star Wars projects and Space Engineers. But yeah, hopefully you're enjoying the season 2. If you're watching it in the future, hopefully this is a nice look back at it. I appreciate all of you and hope to see you next one. Till then, peace.